So by now, you've probably heard his songs on the radio, on your Spotify playlist, seen his face on television or on YouTube, and other social media sites. Singer-songwriter Lewis Capaldi just recently hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, taking the 5th longest time to do so after entering the charts 24 weeks ago. Despite the long trip, he's officially made it to the top, and it's clear that his music is here to stay. But what is it about his songwriting that's made him so successful, first in his native UK and now all around the world? Stick around as we take a look at the secret behind Lewis Capaldi's music by analyzing his biggest hits so far. So previous to his #1 hit, Someone You Loved, Lewis made waves with his song Bruises and has another single out called Hold Me While You Wait, which are both about heartbreak. In fact, a broken heart is a common theme in his music and is clearly the inspiration for a lot of his songs. This works well with the bare-bones instrumentation that he often employs, such as just piano and vocals. A large majority of modern pop artists today rely on an infectious beat or a groove, instrumental synth hooks, a catchy vocal rhythm, or any combination of these things. But because Lewis uses simpler instrumentation and arrangements, he uses a much more traditional approach to songwriting in that he relies almost exclusively on the vocal melodies of the choruses alone to create a memorable and lasting impression. So how does Lewis Capaldi write songs? Well, #1, he uses the chorus vocal melody as his hook. So digging a little deeper into his choruses, we find a second pattern that's undeniably him and maybe the reason why his choruses are so effective. Listen to any one of his most recent singles, Someone You Loved, Hold Me While You Wait, Bruises, Grace, and you'll find that the chorus melody often challenges the upper limits of his vocal register.
Won't you stay away?
As you can see, by going higher in the chorus melodies, Lewis taps into a rougher tone that gives his choruses this raw emotion.
You grace, don't take it away.
Alright, let's stay on the topic of choruses and take a look at how Lewis structures his melodies. #3, melodic structure of 2 repeated ideas followed by a third different idea. So Lewis mostly uses this melodic structure in the choruses, but also on some of his bridges. Let's take a look at Hold Me While You Wait, for example. In the song Grace, he sings the line, then repeats it. Different words, but same melody. Then comes the third part. Let's look at one more, the song Rush. You have the first phrase, the second with a slight variation, and then a third idea. Okay, moving on to the bridge. Lewis Capaldi's bridges are unique in that they mix traditional and modern writing techniques. What do I mean by this? Let's take a look. From a lyrical standpoint, many of Lewis's bridges follow the current trend of having repeating phrases, as in Bruises, where he repeats, "Your love, I'm lost in."
Your love, I'm lost in. Your love, I'm lost in. Your love, I'm...
However, he also pays homage to bridges of the past by taking the bridge to another place harmonically and melodically. Think Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time. The verse and the chorus has this driving pop beat, then we get to the bridge and it almost becomes this piano ballad. Just out of nowhere, there's this drastic change of harmony and style. Now, Lewis doesn't go that drastic, but he definitely changes up the chord progression for that section, whereas most of today's pop music tends to keep that same chord progression going while changing other things. Okay, one final look at the chorus, specifically the third choruses in his songs. There's a tendency for one of two things to happen. #1, Lewis will either sing the third chorus at a lower octave than normal, then jump up to the normal octave halfway through that third chorus or even earlier.
Well, if only I could hold you, keep my head from going under.
Or the production behind his vocals starts out softer and lighter and then kicks back into full gear without any gradual transition. So number 5 on our list, sudden dynamic contrast in the third chorus. This isn't necessarily unique to Lewis. There are plenty of songs that take it down on the third chorus, but Lewis transitions back to loud much quicker than most. And does so without any sort of buildup. Take a look at Mercy's third chorus, where he cuts out everything but the vocals for a grand total of 2 measures before adding everything back in. Last but not least, Lewis uses a lot of odd measured or irregular phrases. One of the coolest uses of this is in the 3-bar intro to Grace. Yes, that's right, a 3-bar intro. So in this song, Lewis uses the intro to sort of give a teaser of the chorus right at the beginning of the song. However, most of the other odd measured phrases in his music happen at the choruses. This makes for a really pleasant listening experience because it makes the music more relaxed and feel less rushed as opposed to most of the other beat-driven pop music of today. And a lot of them act as a pause at the end, letting the music breathe before heading into another verse. Alright, so there you have it, folks. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and please let me know in the comments below what you think, or if there's any artist that you'd like to see analyzed. Put your vote down below and let's see who gets the most votes.